And as we say hi again, everybody, you are looking live at Falcon Field, where tonight Jason Albrecht brings his high-flying Falcons back home to take on the Troy Colts. Farmington coming in winners of 3 in a row. They're 4-1 overall. Troy, meanwhile, started their season, the Colts, 3-0, but they've lost their last 2 and they're slumping big time. Back-to-back losses coming into this one to Clarkston, 41-0, and to Oak Park, 33-7. So in the last 2 weeks, Troy's been outscored 74-7. Maybe a little down as they hit Falcon Field here tonight. Meanwhile, Falcons, we mentioned 33-7 loss by Troy to Oak Park last week. You will recall in week 1, Farmington defeated Oak Park 17-12. So among the common opponents, we see a big difference right there. Falcons won the toss, deferred, and will take the football to begin the second half. So we'll get this one underway with the Falcons defending the north end zone to our left. And they will move once they get the football from our left to our right. But right now, time to kick this one off as we move smartly into the second half of the 2025 Michigan High School Athletic Association high school football schedule. We are underway now. That kickoff, fair caught. The kick by Farmington, fielded. And as we say, a fair catch. That means Troy will start 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Let's see if we can't get a handle on who's playing for Troy tonight. The roster they sent us didn't list any positions, so I'm going to have to play this one by ear. Work it as we go along, so to speak.
Let's go defense!
A basic I formation here. The quarterback is Darius Mitchell, number 4. And Mitchell on first down, flips one into the flat. This play is going to pick up about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards at any rate, as that Falcon defense was swarming. That Farmington defense this year allowing only 17.4 points per game. On the other half of the football, Farmington this season has been averaging 30 points a game. We'll develop that once Farmington gets the football in this game. Was a pickup of 5 yards on first down. 2nd down and 5 for Troy, just underway on a lovely Friday night for football here in Farmington, Michigan. Another pass into the flat, and that ball has been fumbled. It's loose on the field. It looks like the Falcons have recovered it. Let's wait and see. It looks like the Falcons have the football here. A fumble on the second snap of the game. Farmington comes up with the football. No signal from the officials yet, though. There it is, Farmington ball. Farmington ball on the second snap of the football game. Troy has turned it over. It was just a little dump off to Teddy Moore III. Teddy was grabbed onto almost immediately in trying to break that tackle. The football broke free, and it was recovered by Farmington, and on the turnover, the Falcons take over 1st down and 10 at the Troy Colt 44-yard line. You talk about this offense, you're going to talk about 2 players. The quarterback, number 4, Vincent Pesci, and his running back, number 3, Herschel McCormick-Reamer. And it is McCormick-Reamer with the football on first down, looking for an opening on the left side, looking to turn that corner. Does somewhat, and he'll pick up 5, maybe 6 yards on first down. Well, they always say whoever wins the turnover battle likely going to win the football game. Here's McCormick-Reamer on the first down play for the Falcons. They give him forward progress of only 4 yards, bringing up 2nd down, 6 to go for the Falcons. Looking to take advantage of an early break here, a takeaway by that Falcon defense. It's McCormick-Reamer who's trotting towards the sideline. He appears to be. I'm not going to say he's just not running at full speed. He more or less meandered to the sideline. That's Farmington's best player right there, unless you think it's Joe Pesci, the quarterback, and a lot of people think that. Pesci, pass on the right side, caught down there, completed to Christian Gillings. And Gillings has 1st down yardage. Take another look at this catch and run by Christian Gillings. Pass well delivered by Pesci. And there's Gillings on the reception. 16 yards on the pass and catch. Falcons have it. 1st and 10 at the Troy 24-yard line. A nice weaving run by Antoine Bailey. It's that run by Bailey. He's down to the 17-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and just a yard. So a 9-yard pickup on 1st down by Antoine Bailey. Bailey in the football game right now because Herschel McCormick-Reamer is not. Farmington's number 1 running back remaining on the bench, shaken up just a couple of plays ago. We will do our best to keep an eye on that situation. 4 wide receivers available now to Vincent Pesci. Pesci looking to pass, throws down in the right, near the right sideline, and it is caught for a 1st and goal here for Farmington. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line as that pass was caught by Anthony Bailey. Check that last play. It was Gillings, number 11, on the reception. So 1st and goal, Falcons from the 8-yard line, looking to take advantage of a takeaway. On this, their first possession of the football game. Short little pass into the end zone, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Anthony Bailey. Anthony Bailey with the 8-yard touchdown reception. So the Falcons do cash in. It's a 48-yard scoring drive. And with 9:32 left in the opening quarter, the Falcons have the have a 6-0 lead. Now make it 7-0 as the extra point off the foot of Paulo Roku sails through. 7-0 Falcons with 9:32 left to go here in the opening quarter. So Troy took the opening kickoff, but on their second play, they fumbled the football away. Falcons recovered. I'm afraid I was not able to identify who it was recovered the fumble because it was right in front of the Farmington bench, and my view was blocked, but nevertheless, the Falcons had the ball 1st and 10 at the Troy 48-yard line, and they marched right down the field, and they scored on the 8-yard touchdown pass from Pesci to Anthony Bailey. Let's take another look at that Falcon touchdown. And moving the ball effectively here. Just a little play action, a little fake run, then a toss to Bailey, who's wide open. 3 defenders in the vicinity, none of them close enough to affect the outcome. And the Falcons have a 7-0 lead here in the opening quarter. We will predominantly, we will exclusively be covering Falcon football for the rest of the season. This is only the 2nd time we've had Farmington on the air this season. The preceding occasion was back in week 3. When the Falcons played host to North Farmington. Terrific football game. Farmington put North Farmington on the running clock. The kickoff, the return man stepped out of bounds. It's going to be terrible field position for Troy. They'll start at their own 12. But at any rate, Farmington led 35-0. And then North Farmington came back to score 22 unanswered points. And it really would have been something to see a team that had been put on the clock like that, put on the running clock, come back and make a game of it. They were about a score away from seeing some fingernails chewed in the stands here at Falcon Field. North Farmington tonight. We want to keep an eye on them as well. They're 3-2. And North Farmington, they're on the road tonight to take on Birmingham Seaholm. Seaholm's a bit of an interesting story as well. We'll develop that in a while. Right now, we got the Troy Colts gaining big-time yardage all the way out to near the 30-yard line on their 1st down play. It's a pickup of 18 yards. Let's take another look at it. A well-blocked screen pass. It was Blake Gould on the reception, and as we say, he brought the ball all the way out to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, as a matter of fact. 1st and 10 Troy at their own 31, which is a whole lot better than 1st and 10 Troy at their own 12. So they have moved it out of the danger zone. Quarterback Darius Mitchell in the gun. Just a quick hitter up the middle here on first down. Ball carrier was Blake Gould again. Well, our game tonight began right around sunset. Sunset here occurring right around 7 o'clock. And we will very quickly move into night playing conditions. A beautiful waxing gibbous moon rises above Falcon Field tonight. It has again been a week of beautiful weather, perfect weather here in the area. And that continues tonight with a perfect Friday night for football. Pretty big rugby scrum going on down there after a gain of just a couple of yards. I believe it was Teddy Moore III, number 5, the ball carrier. As we take another look at it. There's the guy with the ball, number 21. That's Owen Blott. He was the ball carrier, and it brings up 3rd down and 3. Just underway here in Farmington. Falcons 7, Troy no score. This is the second offensive possession for Troy. They turned the football over on their first, and that's what led to the Falcons getting on the board. They're not going to get anywhere near the first down on this 3rd down opportunity. The swarming Falcon defense is in the backfield to create a 3-yard loss. Let's take another look. Looks like maybe the handoff got messed up. I'm not sure. Number 19, Miles Smith for Farmington. First man back there. We'll credit him with the tackle, Miles Smith. So forward progress on the play results in 4th down and 5. The football at the Troy 36, and it looks like they're in formation here to go for it. 4th down, that's 6 yards to go from the 36. A whistle and delay a game here against Troy, or a timeout's been called by Troy, one or the other. Yeah, it's a delay game penalty against Troy. They'll walk off the 5, and Troy will punt the football away. So that Falcon offense chomping at the bit as Jalen Marshall, number 0, heads out to receive this punt. He'll position himself at about his own 40-yard line. The boot is away, and it's a beaut. Fielded, though, by Marshall. He was unable to get away. He positioned himself well. We said he was standing out near the 40-yard line. He had to back up about 5 yards to field the punt. But it will be Farmington, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. I'll tell you what, I am enthralled by the weather here. It has been remarkable. We haven't had any rain at all, but it has been just unreasonably warm through September and now into October. As we say, at kickoff tonight, it was 83 degrees out, unheard of for early October. What a beautiful night for football. Great crowd here at Falcon Field. We'll tell you why in just a little bit. On first down, solid running this time by number 29. That's Tavion Anderson. Well, watch Anderson move the pile here. Finds that little seam, gets stood up, but he didn't get stood up. He stood up the defenders and forced them forward. And it's an 8-yard first down carry for Tavion Anderson. Now again, Herschel McCormick-Reamer, the number 1 ball carrier for the Falcons, went to the sidelines during Farmington's first drive of the football game. He has yet to return. No, there he is. There he is, number 3, back on the field for Farmington. He'll line up, I should say, in the slot. So great news for the Falcons. Second down, just a couple to pick up. They look to pick it up on through the air and do on the reception by Christian Gillings. So move the flags on this pass from Pesci to Gillings. Gillings with a nice move after that catch, able to tack on 5 yards or thereabouts. First and 10 Farmington at the 47. Their opening drive began at the Troy 48 following a Troy fumble. And now on their second possession, they are once again in Troy territory. There's a miscue. And fortunately, Farmington's going to fall on the ball. Pesci, I'm not sure what he was doing with that one. It was a sort of toss, but it went to nobody. It went to the ground. Let's take a look. Herschel McCormick Reamer on the fumble recovery. So there's a handoff missed, and I'm not sure. He was clearly trying to pitch the ball to McCormick Reamer, and the Falcons fortunate that McCormick Reamer was able to fall on the football. Nevertheless, it's a 7-yard loss for Farmington. Brings up second down, 17 from the Farmington 46-yard line. Rich Kincaid with you here on this delightful Friday night in Farmington, Michigan. Big drop back and a little screen pass tossed by Pesci. The receiver is Antoine Bailey. Bailey trying hard just to get back to the original line of scrimmage, can't do it. That play loses 2 more yards, and it's 2nd and 19. May have been a fumble down there, right? Let's find out. Again, just a little dump-off pass. Keep an eye on number 2, Antoine Bailey. He's got the football. Pursued by Ryan Christensen. That ball does come loose. Sorry, I missed that game. Nice recovery by Vincent Pesci. The officials have said no fumble because his knee was down prior to the ball coming loose. Big trouble for Farmington now. 3rd down, 19 to go. Pesci looking to run. It's a long way to go, 19 yards. He gets back to midfield. He stopped right there. It'll be 4th down and 13. 4th and 13 for the Falcons. As Pesci tucked it under, tried to run, and the result's going to be a punt here by the Falcons. You see Pesci. Saw that little seam, but number 22, Jordan Gilka, right there for Troy. And he stops the Farmington quarterback, so with the ball right there on the midfield stripe, Farmington will punt the football away. Paulo Roku, number 17, gets the kick away. And it is fielded by Troy. No return attempted. The football will revert back to the 30-yard line. 2:26 to go here in the first, 7-0 Farmington. Let's stand aside for just a moment, and then we'll be back. Back we are here at Falcon Field. Troy taking over at their own 30-yard line. Their first down play gains 2 yards. So it's 2nd down and 8 to go. We didn't miss the play. Here it is right here. So I say just a 2-3 yard carry by Patrick Johnson, number 12. And officially 2 yards on that carry. 2nd down and 8 to go. Falcons with the 7-0 lead here. We're under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. The clock is running at Falcon Field. Miscue in the backfield, and the Falcons make them pay. It was Kadarius Mitchell, the quarterback, keeping it. I don't think he wanted to keep it. And number 19, Miles Smith, was there with the stop for the Falcons. You see number 19, Miles Smith, with the wrap-up in the backfield. The play loses a yard. 3rd down, 9 to go now for for Troy. We've got a tremendous crowd here tonight on the Farmington side of the field, and One of the reasons for that you just heard in the background, it's the marching bands. Pass incomplete, medium long attempt goes array, not even a word. Awry, which is, it went awry, it was incomplete. At any rate, the marching bands from the middle schools are here joining the members of the Farmington marching band. And as I looked down on the crowd tonight, I saw an awful lot of marching band parent T-shirts being worn out there. So there are fans here for the football game, sure, but there are fans here for the marching bands and with the cheerleaders tonight as well, because also the middle school cheerleaders are here joining the Falcon cheerleaders. And a lot of parents and a lot of grandparents are, boy, that kick almost blocked. John Hall almost got in there for the Falcons. But, a lot of parents, grandparents here tonight to see the members of the marching band and to see those cheerleaders. You're going to see them here on TV 10 because we will carry all of the halftime festivities for you tonight. So after the punt, Farmington will take over. 1st and 10. They'll start at their own 31-yard line. There's that crowd. There's that Falcon marching band with the middle schoolers mixed in. They do that once a year. Get the young people fired up about joining the marching band, joining the cheerleaders, joining the football team for that matter. Herschel McCormick Reamer stopped across the way after a 1-yard gain. Going low to get the tackle was Ryan Christensen. Took him out at the knees, and McCormick Reamer, you don't see him often held to 1 yard on a carry, but he is right here, number 3 for Farmington. Nice technique by Christensen to bring him down. 2nd down and 9 for Farmington. They've got the lead 7-0. Some question about whether or not they'll get the snap off here. I'm thinking they will not, as we're under 10 seconds to go now in the first quarter. So let's get a jump on that. It is after 1 quarter. Farmington 7, Troy no score, and we'll be back to Falcon Field right after this.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
A turnover to the story here in the first quarter as we move into the second quarter at Falcon Field. Troy on their second offensive play fumbled the thing away. The Falcons recovered, had a short field, and a 48-yard scoring drive ensued. It was an 8-yard touchdown pass from Pesci to Bailey. That was the scoring play. Point after good, 7-0. And there's our moon. There's our wax and give us moon tonight. It'll be full in a couple of days. 3 days, but it's such a lovely sight rising over Falcon Field tonight, where we've got a battle going on between the Farmington Falcons and the Troy Colts. This surprised me. It turns out this is only the 3rd meeting all time between these two schools. Troy has the advantage. They have won 2 of the 3, but the Falcons beat them last year on the road, no less. Final score of that one was 32-23. Falcons football. Pesci throws it over the middle and completes his pass. And it is Herschel McCormick. I had to wait to get the identification of the number, but it is number 3, Herschel McCormick Reamer. Bring up 3rd down and a couple of yards. Good to see McCormick Reamer back out there, shaking up just a little bit on the opening drive of the game tonight. He stands astride Vincent Pesci, the quarterback, who hands to Reamer immediately, or not Reamer. We'll identify the ball carrier in just a moment, but it's a pickup of 7 or 8 yards, and that's good for a Farmington first down. That was the number 2 on the carry. That's Antoine Bailey. And Bailey with a nice job to pick up that first down for Farmington. So the lights have taken full effect here at Falcon Field, which is not good news for me. It gets dark out here. Sometimes I can't see as well. It's all right. We'll call the game with our binoculars. We'll get through this thing, right? 7-0 Falcons. We're early in the second quarter. A lot of fun coming up at halftime tonight. It's Bailey again on that carry. Jump cutting, darting his way through. Picks up half the requisite yardage for a first down. Got 5 on that carry. We'll make a note of that in the truck. First time we've used the word requisite on a TV10 broadcast ever. And actually, he got 6. 2nd down and 4. You see that Falcon marching band once again. Awful lot of people here. I'm going to stress that point. I saw so many marching band T-shirts. And I want to say something else about the cheerleaders. I got here tonight about 5:30. And the first... Oh, here's a nice run by Bailey. He won't go down. Finally does it the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 yards for Antoine Bailey. And a first down for the Farmington Falcons, and they are driving again. Keep your eye on that guy, number 2. Antoine Bailey. Good north-south runner, isn't he? Finally brought down by Cole Uri. O-U-R-Y. Cole Uri of Troy. But the first people that were in position were not the football players. Really, it wasn't it was the cheerleaders. They were on the running track before 6 o'clock tonight practicing. I was so impressed. Especially looking for it all and overthrowing his intended receiver, Christian Gillings, in the end zone. 2nd down and 10. But yeah, I was so impressed. All these little girls from middle school were all out here, and they were all practicing their cheers. And the football players weren't on the field yet. The marching band was, they weren't here just yet either. So yay cheerleaders. Way to go. You'll see them at halftime. I'm sure it's going to be cute as heck. 2nd down and 10 here for Farmington. They took the lead early tonight, 9:30, just a matter of 2 minutes and 28 seconds into the game. The Falcons scored to make it 7-0. We have seen no scoring since that time. Still 7-0 Falcons. Delayed handoff to McCormick Reamer. He's trying to get away from a tackle. Can't do it, though. Tenacity by Ryan Christensen. We've called his name a couple of times now for Troy, but he was able to grab onto and hang on to Herschel McCormick Reamer. One man to beat here for McCormick Reamer, and he might have made something out of that play, but Christensen said, who was the one man, said that ain't going to happen. So 3rd down and 10 as that play failed to gain. Antoine Bailey in the backfield next to his quarterback, Pesci, who drops and looks and fires deep. And it's caught down there. It's caught by Gibbons. He's inside the 10-yard line. He's inside the 5-yard line. He's still on his feet. He's down to maybe the 2, but they say maybe he stepped out of bounds at the 8. And he did. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Falcons, though. On the reception by Christian Gillings. A lot of time here for Pesci, and he steps into his throw and put it right on the money. Right where it needed to be. And then look at the yards after catch here. He almost fumbled that ball. But they said his knee was down at the 8. And I'm going to double check the 8. Yeah, he's down at the 8. 1st and goal Farmington from that 8-yard line. 7-0, and the Falcons knocking on the door, looking to increase their lead. Pesci to Antoine Bailey, and Bailey stood up at the line of scrimmage. A big fellow, number 72, Silly Houston. He made the stop on the play, and it's still a goal-to-go situation. The football's still on the 8-yard line. Falcons looking to improve upon a 3-game winning streak in this one tonight. Only loss for Farmington came in week 2. It was a close one. They went to Holly and dropped it 20-18. Traveling to Holly will happen no more when the Falcons join the Lakes Valley Conference next year. Pesci rolling. Run pass option. Throws towards the goal line. Caught and into the end zone. With the touchdown goes Miles Smith. Miles Smith, the tight end. And he was open at about the 1-yard line. Took the pass and bulled his way over the line. Touchdown, Farmington Falcons, and a 13-0 lead with 6:58 to go here in the second quarter. Pesci with that rollout. He finds his tight end right at the goal line, as we say. And Miles Smith at the goal line says, "Get off of me. I'm going in the end zone," and he does. 13-0 Farmington. Touchdown with 6:58 to go in the second quarter. The extra point's good, but there's a flag. So the extra point is good. Penalty is against Troy. It will be enforced on the kickoff. Personal foul against the Colts. Well, why don't we just sit back for a moment and enjoy the light show, shall we? Not bad, huh? Celebrating another touchdown for Farmington and a 14-0 lead in this game against visiting Troy. Rich Kincaid with you here on TV 10. We'll be with you 1 week from tonight when Bloomfield Hills comes calling. Bloomfield Hills, the Blackhawks they're entering play tonight sub 500 at 2-3, so they'll either be 2-4 or they'll be 500. Roku getting ready to kick it off for the Falcons with the football spotted at the Troy 45-yard line after the penalty was walked off. The line drive kick will kick into the end zone, and they'll bring the football out to the 20-yard line. So a pair of 8-yard touchdown passes by Vincent Pesci. The first to Antoine Bailey in the first quarter to give Farmington a 7-0 lead, and the second coming just moments ago as the Falcons capped off a 69-yard scoring drive. 8-yard touchdown pass to Miles Smith. So the lead, 14-0 for Farmington. We have 3 broadcasts remaining after tonight, and they will all involve the Falcons. Little dump off into the flat is complete to Teddy Moore III. And Teddy Moore III will get 5 on the play. Nope, give him 6. Give him 6. That football out to the 26-yard line right now. As we take another look at the last play.
Great having all these cheerleaders here tonight.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 4 for Troy. Darius Mitchell takes the snap, hands the football off, and it's 1st down yardage for Troy on a carry by Patrick Johnson. Well, that's a player hopping and skipping and beating the one-on-one tackle, the ball carrier right there, Patrick Johnson for Troy. 1st down yardage to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Troy. Fumble on the play. The ball's on the turf. Scooped up by the Falcons, and they're going to have it inside the 10-yard line. Second turnover of the night by Troy, and it's Carter Kolinsky who comes up with the fumble recovery, tried to advance it for a score, but he's brought down at about the 8-yard line. Quarterback keeper and getting in there fast was Miles Smith, who just caught the touchdown pass. He didn't realize the ball had come free, but his teammate Carter Kolinsky did, and Kolinsky inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Falcons. Well, if they could score on this play, they would have 3 8-yard scoring plays in the game tonight. But let's see what happens. Pesci back on the field. The handoff, that's number 26, bullying to the goal line and getting over. That's Declan McCormick-Reamer. It's the other McCormick-Reamer who gets the touchdown, his first as a Falcon. Look at that. Look at that leap of joy. Declan McCormick-Reamer, number 26, with the 8-yard touchdown carry. I'll tell you what. Powerful, physical runner. Extra point coming up by Roku. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
The extra point is good.
So the Falcons get touchdowns
6-0 Falcons.
a minute and 39 seconds apart. Scoring with 6:58 left to go in the second quarter, and scoring with 5:19 left to go in the quarter. Let's take another look at the touchdown run by Declan McCormick-Reamer.
And our Farmington Civic popcorn.
And they hit him, but he went through him. Last guy that had a chance was Cole Ori, and he couldn't stop him. Declan McCormick-Reamer with his 8-yard touchdown run.
Gabby's Dollhouse. This weekend only is the Canine Horror.
Bear with me while I do some housekeeping here.
And just in time for the Grand Raven Festival, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
So it's the third 8-yard scoring play of the night by Farmington. It's their second touchdown resulting directly from a turnover. And the Falcons have a 21-0 lead. You see the situation with 5:19 left to go before halftime. And at halftime tonight, we will have the combined marching bands of Farmington High School plus the middle schools in the area. And the same with the cheerleaders tonight. It'll be fun at halftime. Fun right now for Farmington with that 21-0 lead, taking advantage of not one but two fumbles by Troy, 2 takeaways by that Falcon defense, and 2 touchdowns resulting directly therefrom, and a 21-0 lead for Farmington.
There's a flag on the play.
Back here, flag on the play. The walk-off is against Farmington. And there must have been a personal foul called because it's a 15-yard penalty. And they've respotted the ball. The ball was kicked out of bounds on the kickoff, so they moved it properly to the 35-yard line. The flag was thrown because the football went out of bounds. You can't do that on a kickoff. It would just make a mockery of the game. Heavy hitting by the Falcon defense down below. Jaden Chase and a gaggle of teammates were there to make the stop after a gain of about 3 yards. Patrick Johnson on the carry, and you see 3 Falcons right there to greet him. Second down, 6 to go for Troy. They trail now 21-0 here at Falcon Field. Falcons beat them last year. The other 2 meetings in the all-time series, though, have gone to Troy. Comes Troy with that screen pass. They've had success with it tonight. They're going to have success with it right here. Holy cow. Into Falcon territory goes Anthony Pirano. And they finally bring Pirano down. It'll be interesting to see where forward progress is granted. But that screen pass for Troy has given the Falcons fits on 2 or 3 occasions here tonight. Let's take another look at it. The football placed down at the Farmington 47-yard line. Anthony Pirano making a miss. He's already made 2 players miss. They'll finally get him down. Numbers 34 and number 5 for Farmington, 34 being Noah Badrak, and number 5, Darius Warren. But it is first down for Troy. They're into Falcon territory. The football at the 43-yard line officially. There's that Falcon defense. Big number 44 put the kibosh on that play. That's Carter Kolinsky for Farmington. And it is no gain on first down for Troy right there. Second down, 10. You see the clock situation as we continue our inexorable march towards halftime. Quick glimpse of some of those cheerleaders that will be putting on the show for us at halftime tonight. Mitchell running for his life, able to get a pass off into the near flat, but nothing came of that because Jalen Marshall, number 0, was right there for Farmington. The receiver was Anthony Pirano, who made the big yardage on the screen pass just a moment ago, but this time not quite as much success. His quarterback, Darius Mitchell, was under duress in the backfield, and it is 3rd down and 12. Football at the Falcon 45-yard line. This is as deep as Troy has managed to get, I'm pretty sure, into Falcon territory tonight. They had the football 1st and 10 at the Farmington 48, but lost yardage after that. 3rd and 12. Big play right now. Mitchell out of the gun. Over the middle, incomplete, and it brings up 4th and 12. And I don't know if this is a decision or not, given the field position out near midfield at the 45-yard line. And here comes the punt unit for Troy. Farmington Falcons students / fans. It's Jalen Marshall deep for Farmington, standing at about his own 10-yard line. Troy has shown a solid punting game tonight. They get another nice boomer here. They kick it away from Marshall. Football finally goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line, and there's a flag being thrown late. The referee is being informed about the details of the penalty. Football should be at the Falcon 23, but whether or not it will be depends on what comes out of this discussion. Personal foul goes against Troy. So that'll give Farmington field position at about out near the 40-yard line. If they march this off the way I think they're going to. They began stepping it off at about the 21. And so sure enough, the ball's going to be on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for Farmington there. And as always, if the football is on a yard line, that's the yard line it's on. If it is between yard lines, you use the yard line directly forward of the ball to say where the ball is. And in this case, it's on the 36-yard line. Patient, flushed. Running. Patient on the sidelines. In Detroit territory before he is slammed to the turf by Matthew Jackson. First down, Farmington on that carry. 14 yards to pick up for Vincent Pacey. right there on the 49 for Farmington as they've got a 21-0 lead here. Waning moments of the first half. 2:03 left to go in it. A very workmanlike performance by Farmington here tonight. Little end around action for Farmington there on the carry by Christian Gillings.
Gillings on the carry. Tripped up on number 72. Taylor Houston.
Another look at that. Gillings coming out of the slot, taking the handoff and getting good yardage here on first down.
43-yard line.
The gain was 6. It's 2nd down and 4 for Farmington. Again, Pesci alone in the backfield. Little jump pass, type of pass. It went incomplete to Gillings.
Christian Gillings is incomplete.
Little unusual on that last play. You don't see a quarterback leave his feet to make a throw every night, or every down, or every night. Nice panoramic shot of Falcon Field. Nice crowd on a nice Friday night. Looking to see if Farmington can make it 4 wins in a row. And it's Antoine Bailey. And Bailey, he got free out into the secondary all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Tripped up by number 8, Ryan Christensen. First down, Falcon.
15 yards on the pickup. All the way down to the, well, they give him another yard to boot, all the way down to the 23-yard line. And Farmington calls timeout.
Timeout, Falcon.
Minute 14 to go as Jason Albrecht has done a stellar job with his Falcons. Calls his first timeout of the half. Falcons driving here, looking to put another one in the end zone before halftime. And then who knows? They get the football to start the second half, and the Falcons could go down and score, assuming a touchdown, which is a big assumption. But if they score here and they go down the field and score with that second half kickoff, we're at 35-0. We're in a running clock situation. Yep, 83 degrees at kickoff tonight, and it's still supposed to be nice and comfortable into the 70s by the time this one's done. Pache, screen pass to Gibbons. Down the right side he goes, 15-yard line, 10-yard line, out of bounds inside the 10. Gillings on the reception, Christian Gillings. I slipped and had an old Detroit Lions memory. I said Gibbons. He was an end for the Lions back in the 50s and the 60s. John Gibbons, I believe, was his name. When I was a kid, I could name every guy on that team. I ought to be a kid again. Football is officially on the 9-yard line. So the Falcons, each of their first 3 touchdowns have been 8-yard plays. 2 touchdown passes and a run, all of them from 8 yards out. And now they've got it first down and goal on the 9. The clock is stopped at 53 seconds. I'm not 100% sure why. The truck informs me they don't know either. Not the first time we've received that message from the truck, LOL. They reset the clock to a minute 1. It had been down to 53. And timeout being called here by Farmington. Let's just settle things down. And while Farmington times out, let's take a quick break, shall we? 21-0. Falcons looking for more here at Falcon Field.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
As we return to Falcon Field, the situation is this. 1st and 10 Farmington at the Troy 9-yard line as the Falcons look to improve upon a 21-0 lead. They've just used the second of their 3 allotted first half timeouts here. 2 of the Falcon touchdowns tonight coming off Troy turnovers. A pair of fumbles has cost the Colts dearly tonight as they huddle up defensively. Now the Falcons, led by their quarterback number 4, Vincent Pesci, head back out onto the field. 21-0 Farmington. 61 seconds, a minute 1 left to go here in the first half. Antoine Bailey in the backfield with Pesci and a whistle on the snap. Almost always this means procedure against the offensive team, and that's exactly what we have here. Procedure call will cost Farmington 5 and bring the football back to the 14. Exactly a minute to go here in the half, as you see. You see them. They're the little cheerleaders from the middle schools, and they're doing a heck of a job. They're firing up this crowd. You'll love to see that kind of enthusiasm. All right. They'll put on a show for us at halftime tonight. So will the Falcon marching band. Falcon football team putting on a show for us here in this first half with a 21-0 lead. Pesci out of the gun, throwing towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. Tried to thread one through for Griffin Guanco, and it falls incomplete. So 3rd down and goal from the 14-yard line. You can hear the young cheerleaders through our headphones, and the Falcons come to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's going to be Antoine Bailey, number 2, on the left hip of quarterback Vincent Pesci. Pesci looking for a receiver, throws an interception. Look out, this could be trouble. The return by Cameron Adams, the interceptor, and Adams brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line. So Pesci, with a rare mistake, turns it over. Turnover battle now favors Farmington 2-1. Cameron Adams is going to be right there to pick that one off. The intended receiver apparently was Christian Gillings, number 11. And that return of a little bit better than 35 yards on the play. And now they bring the football back to the 36, so he must have stepped out there. And it's 1st down, 10 to go for Troy. So the Falcons apparently will have to settle for 21 first half points in this one tonight. Falcons trying to come up with an intercept of their own, and Anthony Bailey almost did, number 1. Anthony Bailey, number 1. Antoine Bailey, number 2 for Farmington. So he gets the pass breakup. It's 2nd down and 10 as we take a look at it here in slow-mo. I'm not 100% sure the ball was interceptable because of its proximity to the turf. We'd have to go to replay to see if it was a catch and whatnot, and who wants to go through all that? 2nd down and 10 for Troy. Pressure coming, pass completed. And with a pickup of about 4 yards on the play, it's Cameron Adams on the reception.
That's number 0, Cole Ulrey. Number 20, Cody Noonan on the tackle.
The clock is running here, and I think Troy, as much as anything else, would be happy to see it expire as we're into the final 10 seconds of the first half. They do snap it. Defensive pressure coming. And the pass harmlessly out of bounds, as we do indeed hit 0-0 here at Falcon Field. And your score at the end of the first half, it is the Farmington Falcons 21, Detroit Colts no score. We'll take a break, and we will come back with halftime here at Farmington High School. It's going to be quite a show, and then we'll be back with what should also be quite a show, quarter number 3 of this battle between the Falcons and the Colts. Falcons up 21-0. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Falcon friends and family, let's welcome to the field the Farmington High School Marching Band. Under the direction of Ms. Zolni Floreska and with assistance from Mr. Scott Cole. Please join us today as we execute the heist of the century, Operation Scarlet, featuring musical selections by Sloan and Barry, Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande. Tonight they'll open with Secret Agent Man, featuring trumpet soloist Jillian Sauter. Junior drum major Sravya Serrano and senior drum major Elise Baudre. Is your band ready? featuring Dayton Crest on tenor saxophone, Austin Winters on trombone, Zane Cook on mellophone, and Donto Coakley on trumpet. Follow along as we execute phase 1 of our operation. But remember, there's no time to die. Tension is rising here in Falcon Stadium. Will they still be able to execute their plan? Things are getting dangerous. This is Dangerous Woman. welcome back to the field our visiting 8th grade musicians who will be joining us in the performance of Elton John's 1983 hit, I'm Still Standing. Give it up for 2025 Falcon Marching Band. Color guard is led by Chloe Tucson, Brittany Butler, and Maya Gramado, and Gracie Barber. Percussion is led by Sebastian Luban, Lori Stannis, and Luke Schleining. Drill designed by Daryl Wallen, Chloe Tucson, and Scott Cole. Musical direction by Scott Cole and Zolny Foresca. Remember that today and tomorrow are our annual tag days. Farmington and North Farmington High School music students are collecting donations around Farmington and Farmington Hills. If you see them around town, please give generously to support our music program. What a great show!
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
And if we're going to go another 3, I believe you. I'll just do a quick little blurb and then we'll throw it back to another spot or 2. Does that work? Okay. Okay. And back we are here at Falcon Field, getting the binoculars ready for the second half of action. The Falcons with a 21-0 lead over the visitors from Troy, the Colts. How was that show at halftime? Wasn't that? It was just heartwarming. All right, the cockles of my heart have been warmed. It was great to see the little cheerleaders out there. It was great to see that once the middle school students got out there, it was a fairly massive Farmington Falcon marching band, and that was a terrific performance by them at halftime. We're ready for the second half here. 21-0, and the Falcons, well, they had a goal-to-go situation on their last possession of the first half. In the final minute of the first half, the Falcons had a goal-to-go situation. The only bad thing that's happened to them all night happened at that point when Vincent Pesci threw an interception. Other than that, he's been perfect. He's got a couple of touchdown passes tonight, Pesci, and a running touchdown, not by Herschel McCormick Reamer, but by his brother, Declan McCormick Reamer. The Falcons are going to take this second half kickoff for some yardage. It's Giddings on the return, and he's got a chance of taking it all the way, and Giddings does. He's into the end zone. It's a touchdown. It's a kickoff return in the second half for a touchdown, and the Falcons immediately, 12 seconds into the second half, move into a 27-0 lead. Kickoff return by Christian Gillings. He's got a receiving touchdown tonight. He has a return touchdown as well. Let's take another look at this one. This is the second half kickoff, and it's fumbled around down there. Finally picked up by Gillings at the 21-yard line. That's going to make this a 79-yard return. Look at him weaving through defenders, and look at that blocking downfield. He's inside the 20, and he's inside the 10, and he's into the end zone, and there's a flag on the play. So Christian Gillings, 79-yard touchdown return will not stand. There was an illegal block. Or wait a minute, no, it's a touchdown. It was against Troy. It was a face mask penalty against Troy. So it is a touchdown, and McCormick Reamer has scored a 79-yard touchdown return for a score. 12 seconds into the second half, and the personal foul penalty, or the face mask against Troy will be enforced on the kickoff. But right now the Falcons with the opportunity to make it a 4-touchdown lead, and Roku with the extra point up and good. 28-0 Falcons, 79-yard return. I'm just jotting this down for our notes. By Christian Gillings. To make it 28-0 Falcons. And I misspoke earlier. I said that Gillings has a touchdown reception in the game. He does not. Just the touchdown getters, Antoine Bailey, an 8-yard touchdown run. Miles Smith, an 8-yard touchdown reception. Declan McCormick Reamer with an 8-yard touchdown run, and now the 79-yard kickoff return for a score by Christian Gillings. So the Falcons, they didn't get that touchdown late in the first half, but they do get the touchdown on the very first play of the second half to take a 28-0 lead, and we just sort of pin this back there in the back of our minds. 35-0 would mean a running clock here at Falcon Field. Anytime the point differential reaches 35, we go to a running clock to kind of, get out of here without any further embarrassment for the losing team, perhaps. Falcons kicked off from the 45, and Troy's going to begin this drive, their first of the second half, inside the 20-yard line.
Again, 50-50 drawing coming up. Get your tickets out.
So here we go. Troy over there. First play of the second half.
Number 5, Teddy Moore the third.
Teddy Moore, the third, the ball carrier.
Number 19, Miles Smith.
And he picks up about 4.
Second down.
There you see Teddy Moore the third, number 5 for Troy. Second down, 5 to go. Mitchell giving to Moore. He's got just a couple of yards.
Teddy Moore the third on the carry. Number 24, Jago Holy on the tackle.
Not a lot there for the ball carrier Moore, but he does get 4.
29-yard line.
So it's third down and a yard to go. The football is at the Troy 19, or Troy 29. This time Moore up under center. Quick hitter, and the first down picked up by a yard or so.
And up to number 29, Anthony Pereno.
Pereno, number 29, the ball carrier.
Number 55.
So first down for Troy.
On the tackle.
Trailing as they are, 28-0 here in the third quarter. Should look at the schedule, shouldn't I? See where we're at next week. We will be here, Bloomfield Hills. I think they're the Blackbears. I'm going to have to look that up. That'll be game prep for next week. What's their name? Pick up just a couple of yards here. More the third on the carry again for Troy. He's been carrying the ball a lot here lately.
Second down and 7 on the 34-yard.
Gain of 3 on that little run off the left end. Mitchell drops to pass. Wants it all. Flag goes flying late. The pass down there, dual possession, and it's caught. Caught down at the 35-yard line, but again, there is a flag on the play way back around the 30-yard line. A big pass completion for Troy, but does it count? Watch the guy in the white hat. He's our referee tonight. He will give you the signal. He'll give all of us the signal. Troy's coming back. It's against Troy, but I don't know that particular hand signal.
He calls an illegal shift.
Illegal shift. Illegal shift to call against Troy. It's a 5-yard walk-off, but it wiped out a 30-yard play plus. So the ball spotted at the 31. The down remains the same. It's second down, and it is second down and 10. Mitchell barks him out again, looking to pass. Steps into his throw nicely, looking to go deep. Look at that ball being into some traffic. There were 5 players in proximity to the ball. 2 of them Colts, 3 of them Falcons, and the ball fell incomplete. Let's take another look at this one. Nice throw by Mitchell, though. He's got time here, no pressure whatsoever. Look at him step into that throw, just heave it downfield. That's what Van Patrick used to call the home run ball. And then all kinds of traffic there. The player that had the best shot at it was number 0, Jalen Marshall of the Falcons. Third down, 10 to go here for Troy.
Don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets ready.
I did notice when we were here for the North Farmington game last month, they had a play clock running. But we don't have that tonight, so maybe that was something experimental. Like the automatic balls and strikes you're going to start using next year. Now Mitchell this time not quite as deep, and again, almost picked off by Jalen Marshall. So fourth down for Troy. They can't move the football. They're going to have to punt it away. And Troy's punts have been impressive tonight, but very little else has against this Falcon defense. Falcons, the defense, averaging 17 and a third points per game against. The Falcons, as we say, winners of 3 in a row, 4-1 on the season. As we move tonight into the second half, Bloomfield Hills will be here 1 week from tonight. We'll have it for you here on TV 10 at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm thinking since we have viewers all over, or the potential to have viewers all over the world, maybe I should use GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. But I can't quite figure it. I know we're +5. But then daylight savings time, anyways, 7 o'clock Eastern next Friday night. So field position here for Farmington following the punt, as they will have the ball at their own 47. The short field has aided the Falcons on at least 2 occasions tonight, both of them Troy Colt turnovers. Vincent Pesci brings him up, barks him out, hands the football off to Bailey. And Antoine Bailey goes for 4. Well, you pick up 4 yards on every rushing attempt, you're going to be a pretty happy player, coach, fan at the end of the night. Right there, that's Antoine Bailey for 4 on first down, second down and 6. That football just on the Troy Colt side of the midfield stripe, so that means officially it's first down. It is second down for Farmington at the 49 of Troy. Football's not on the 50 because it's not touching the 50. It's on the 49 of Troy. Antoine Bailey, the only back. He stays into block as Pesci looks for it all. The home run ball going deep, incomplete, just incomplete. Oh, I'll tell you what, he had his man so close. It was Herschel McCormick Reamer got in behind the defense and very nearly was able to pull that one in. But Pesci wanted it all on that last throw. Instead, it's going to be third down and 6 to go for Farmington. They moved the football, so it's now touching the 50-yard line, which would mean the ball has gone from the 49 back to the 50 on an incomplete pass. So the ball's still at the 49, guys. That's just the way it is. I don't care what the scoreboard says. It's third down and 6. Whistle at the snap. Procedure against the Falcons. And when I say procedure, of course, I mean illegal procedure against the Falcons. So our little third down and 6 is now third down and 11. Pesci gets his play, heads back to the huddle. Again, it's Antoine Bailey alone in the backfield, and again he goes into block. And a little screen pass floated out there for Bailey, falls incomplete. And for the, well, I can't say officially, but I think it's the first time tonight that the Falcons have been forced to punt. They had good field position following the exchange of punts, but couldn't do anything with it this time. So they will continue to be satisfied with a 28-0 lead as they punt it away. Roku, good snap. Little pressure, gets his kick away. And after all that, Troy will start at about the 30-yard line. In fact, they'll start on the 30-yard line. 28-0, Falcons with the lead. And you see a little more than 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Farmington has won their last three. They beat North Farmington here, 35-22. We had that for you on TV 10. They beat Troy Athens 38-14 at Athens. Last week they beat up on Seaholm 42-19, and Seaholm's played some pretty good football this year. So a 4-1 record for Jason Albrecht's Farmington Falcons. 1st and 10 for the Colts at their 30. Wow, what a stand-up effort by the Falcon defense there. Anthony Pareto on the carry and Connor Keys on the tackle. Watch him. He wears number 35. You can't really, there he is at the bottom of the pile. He's at the bottom of the pile because they got the ball carrier wrapped up. So 2nd down and 10 for Troy after that play failed again. Second down and 10, and Darius Mitchell under duress, looking to throw, tucks it under, carries out to the 32-yard line or thereabouts when he is brought down by Noah Badrat. So here's Mitchell, wants to pass, can't find an open receiver. Now the pressure's coming, so he takes off, and Badrat was there to stop him. Gain was 4. 3rd down and 6. Clock running here at Falcon Field. And Farmington in control right now by that 28-0 score. Now an empty backfield. Mitchell. Blitz, oh, he's hit. He's hit hard. That ball's loose. It's on the turf again. Rolling around down there. Can the Falcons come up with it? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Flag.
Tackled by number 19, Miles Smith.
Miles, or Jane Chase, number 12, appears to have come up with the ball, but a flag was thrown, and I've not seen an indication of who the ball belongs to. But that Falcon defense is running off the field. Yeah, let's just keep an eye on these guys, find out what's going on. They're picking up the flag. There was no flag. It is Farmington football. They did recover the fumble. First, you got the train wreck right there. That ball comes free. Quarterback had no chance whatsoever of hanging on to that. And you see it, well, you see it on the turf. And finally, we believe it was recovered by Farmington's 12, Jaden Chase. But at any rate, Falcons on the third turnover tonight. There we go. And McCormick Reamer on 1st down loses a yard. So Falcons start the drive at the 28, lose a yard on 1st down. leading 28-0. Knowing that putting it in the end zone here will begin a running clock at Falcon Field. They are in real good shape right now, Farmington, to improve to 5-1, to run their win streak to 4. They got Bloomfield Hills coming in next Friday night. We'll have it for you here on TV 10 at 7 o'clock. Pesce lobbing it towards the end zone. And it's caught but out of bounds, and there's a flag. Probable pass interference. Another flag comes in. Caught down there by Anthony Bailey. But he was out of bounds. But there were 2 flags thrown at the end of the play. Here we go. Watch the guy with the white cap. Okay. Pass interference on the defense.
Incomplete, but as far as pass interference on the Colts.
So they will walk it off. So take another look there. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. He landed on his backside, and his backside was out of bounds. Great catch though. And after the penalty was walked off, 1st and 10 Farmington at the Troy 15-yard line. Or they're going to call it and rightfully so. The ball's on the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 Farmington from the 14. With the exception of a 79-yard kickoff return to start the second half tonight, all of the Falcon scoring plays have been they've been short plays. Pass over the middle, juggled, caught. Trying to get down to the end zone is number 19 for Farmington. That's Miles Smith. And Smith is down in the vicinity of the 1-yard line. So we take another look. Caught.
First and goal on the 1-yard line.
And were it not for number 14, Connor Belarian of Troy, that would have been a touchdown reception. It would have been the second of the night for Miles Smith. Miles Davis doesn't play football. All right, Pesce. Little handoff to Bailey, and Anthony Bailey is into the end zone. Or I'm sorry, Antoine Bailey is into the end zone. And it is 34-0 Farmington. With 3:59 left to go in the third quarter. Here's another look at the touchdown. Number 2, Antoine Bailey's the guy to watch. He's got a hole. Didn't have much of a hole, but he had momentum, and momentum in that case was enough. The extra point by Roku to make it a running clock is good. And it is 35-0 with about, you see, 3:59, about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the Falcons have put Troy on the clock. Let's take a break. We'll come back with more football action right after this.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
35-0 Farmington now, and we are in the high school football version of the mercy rule. We are in a running clock situation here at Falcon Field. We go into it with 3:59 left to go in quarter number 3. Kick goes out of bounds, so Troy will start at the 35 on that infraction. just getting caught up on my housekeeping here, writing down the latest Falcon touchdown. Anthony Bailey has scored 2 touchdowns tonight, one from 9 yards out and the other from 1 yard out. Miles Smith got a touchdown pass back in the second quarter. It was an 8-yarder. 8-yard touchdown run by Declan McCormick Reamer. 79-yard kickoff return for a score by Christian Gillings to begin the second half here tonight. And now the 1-yard touchdown blast by Anthony Bailey. Again, his second touchdown in this game. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Running clock now in effect here at Falcon Field. Troy, though, they signed up for 48. And they'll pick up a yard, maybe 2 on first down. That's about it. Looking at that first down play and the tackle by Farmington's Miles Smith. Taking Troy some time to get the play in. Second down and 9. Falcons don't mind. They're up by 35. That Falcon defense has not held an opponent this year to single-digit points. They've given up 12, 20, 22, 14, and 19 in the first 5 games of the season. Pass complete to Pareto here as we'll look at the replay. Nearly an end-over-end pass. Unusual, but in this case, not ineffective as it's caught by Anthony Pirano. Third down and 3, the situation now. Falcons began the year playing 4 of their first 5 on the road. But now they've got home games for 3 of the remaining 4. Well, that's not right. That'd be 10 games. What you got to like about that replay is that Carter Kolinsky, number 44, made the tackle and never left his feet. Never went down to the turf, just took the ball carrier down, and that was that. So it's 4th down 4. At football on the Troy 41. And Troy trailing 35-0 will go for it. 4th down here, 4th down and 4. Mitchell in some trouble. Throws it into a crowd. It's batted down, falls incomplete.
Broken up by number 7, John Howell. Falcon ball.
There you see the Troy quarterback, Darius Mitchell, just in desperation throwing it a hope and a prayer kind of a pass. It falls incomplete. And so Farmington takes over at the 41-yard line of Troy. And you see the clock is running here, even though there's no play going on. We're in a running clock situation with Farmington on top by 35 points. It's the high school football mercy rule. Saw North Farmington almost slip out of that particular knot last month right here at Falcon Field. Declan McCormick Reamer is the ball carrier, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. McCormick Reamer had a nice touchdown run for the Falcons back in the second quarter, and here he's held to a gain of 2 yards. All right, we're going to take a break at the end of the third quarter here as the clock continues to run and hits 0. It is Farmington 35, Troy no score. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. Everybody in the press box is eating but me. there's pizza over there. Everybody's having a nice time with a piece of pizza, and I'm here. I got some gummy bears. That's what I'm snacking on tonight. A little more nutrition for the guys over there. Oh, there's the back of my head. Hi, how's everybody doing? All right, 35-0 Farmington in the lead here as we go to quarter number 4. It has, as you might expect, been all Farmington in this one. They led 7-0 after one quarter. They led 21-0 at halftime. And we're a little disappointed at that because they let a scoring opportunity, a glimmering scoring opportunity, slip out of their hands right at the end of the half. And turns out not to have made any difference whatsoever because on the second half kickoff, it was Christian Gillings taking it 79 yards to the house. And now a touchdown run, a 1-yard touchdown run by Anthony Bailey, his second touchdown of this football game, 35-0 in favor of the Farmington Falcons. First play of the third quarter shows Farmington with a new quarterback in there. That's Leo Pace, number 15. So third and long here, third and about 8 for the Falcons. And our favorite words, the clock is running here at Falcon Field. So Pace, number 15, the new quarterback for Farmington. And a nice run, maybe a touchdown run. It's not. But that was Declan McCormick-Reamer again, number 26. I'll tell you what, that was a nice little run. Let's take a look at it right here. Look at him. Just find those little seams and finally brought down to the last guy who could have gotten it was Matthew Jackson, and he did. But the Falcons now down to the 11-yard line. Pace with the give to McCormick-Reamer. And Declan down inside the 5, down to the 4. So at the top of the broadcast tonight, we were singing the praises of Herschel McCormick-Reamer. And he got shaken up early, still played a pretty good football game, but it's been Declan McCormick-Reamer who's put his mark on this game here tonight. Leo Pace, number 15, the second string quarterback, getting some reps here in this 35-0 blowout by Farmington. He felt good about Farmington's chances heading into this one, and not sure you saw it as 40+0, but that's what it is right now as the Falcons rack up yet another touchdown, and it is Declan McCormick-Reamer scoring again. And that's a happy young football player, Declan McCormick-Reamer. How do you like me now? Well, we like you fine, son. 41-0. Take another look at the touchdown. Declan McCormick-Reamer from 4 yards out. Extra point by Roku is good. The Falcons have not made any mistakes tonight. They lead it 42-0 with 9:25 left to go in the football game. 42-0 for Farmington. Declan McCormick-Reamer, his classmates. And I think they sent the young cheerleaders home. They have. Well, it's bedtime. So they're the varsity cheerleaders for the Farmington Falcons. And I hope and I trust they were nice to their little guests from the middle schools. They look super cute out there, and I hope everybody had a great time. 9:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Farmington on top, big, 42-0. 1 week from tonight, Birmingham will be here for Bloomfield Hills. Blackhawks will come calling. last time I checked now, North Farmington, and remember they're 3-2. They're playing tonight at Seaholm. Let's see, and it was tied at halftime. Let me see if I can come up with an updated score on that, shall we? Well, let's get back to the game. I can't find that North Farmington score, at least not right now. So Troy, after the kickoff, is going to start with poor field position. Let's put it that way. Just kind of gets fumbled and bumbled around at the 10-yard line, and that is essentially, it got fumbled. Holy cow. Colts will have it at their own 6-yard line. The clock continuing to run here at Falcon Field. We're at 9 minutes to go with a running clock. So if you'll bear with me, let me see if I can find that score. Falcons have called a timeout. That'll give me the time I need to see if we can get an updated North Farmington score from our friends over at the OAA. Oak Park is beating Pontiac Notre Dame 19-14 in the third quarter. That Notre Dame team comes to town, and you feel they look like they're the Notre Dame Fighting Irish from South Bend. I cannot find an update on the North Farmington score. I apologize. The last report we had, the Raiders were tied 14-14 at the half. So we'll have to check the internet when we get home tonight, see how that one turned out, most likely. Right here, the issue has been decided. It is no longer in doubt. It is 42 Farmington and 0 for Troy. 8:40 left to go in the football game, and then we'll, as soon as they snap the ball here, we'll get that clock restarted. And the running clock means, for example, on an incomplete pass, the clock will not stop. Right now, Troy at their own 6-yard line. They're not going to get out of there very far. And that's thanks to Farmington's number 74, Lucas Harpster. There he is right there on top of the ball carrier. So that play gained 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 5 from the 12. As we go under 8 minutes to go in the football game. Troy will pick up a first down on the ground here. Yeah, I'm having a hard time picking up the numbers on this guy. I thought it was 11. The PA guy said 41, but whoever that was for Troy just picked up the first down for them out to the 20-yard line. That was number 41 on the last carry for Troy, and they don't have a 41 on the roster. And it's 41 who's got it again. I don't know who he is. But he's shoved to the turf. 20 and 22, both there on the stop for Farmington. Brody Noonan is number 20, and Dwayne Blackburn is number 22. And the truck is speculating now on what may be. This is not good. I had my phone in my hand. I was going to look something up. Oh, I know what it was. I know just what it was. On the shoot tonight, Donald and Dylan, Lucy, Anthony, and Jim. And Sean is directing. I'm Rich Kincaid. I'm the talent. Oh, my gosh. Big lead for Farmington, up 42-0 here in the giggly moments of the fourth quarter. And it is 41 again. The truck's speculating perhaps a call-up from the JV, but whatever. Who knows? So here's a replay of a play I really didn't watch the first time through. It's weird when you're an announcer and you can't announce who the players are. You strangely lose interest. Clock continues to run. Under 6 minutes to go here at Falcon Field. So the Falcons will extend the win streak. They came in winners of 3 in a row, and they're going to win this one here tonight. Ball carrier goes out of bounds. The clock continues to run, and that's perhaps the most salient of the points we can make right now because, of course, when the ball carrier goes out of bounds, normally the clock stops. But here on a running clock, it does not. And that means we're going to go down under 5 minutes to go here in just a few seconds. What a performance by Farmington tonight. They will extend that win streak to 4 games, and they will improve to 5-1 on the season. And they mark themselves not only as a contender in the OAA Blue Division, but maybe as a contender, a team to think about when playoff time rolls around. Jason Albrecht's got them rolling right now, the high-flying Falcons, with that record. The win streak and that overall record, which will stand at 5-1 after the game tonight. We'll have them right here on TV 10. We'll have the Falcons right here on TV 10 1 week from tonight. And there's an outstanding example of how to play defense by Farmington. 77. That's Chris Merlos. Oh, sorry, he was near the pile when it happened. But it was number 20 who made that tackle, Brody Noonan. And he's come on here to play with some of the not first-string players, and he's acquitted himself with very well. Under 4 minutes to go now at Falcon Field. A dominant performance by Farmington, up 42-0. They made, as near as I can tell, one mistake in the football game all night long. An interception late in the first half, but that's been it. They've won the turnover battle 3-1. And they've won this football game as Troy's able to get that football out near midfield. It's the waiting game now here at Farmington High. And that wait should be over in just a few seconds, more than 3 minutes from right now. Now give Troy credit. They're playing right to the end. Remember, they started this particular drive at their own 6-yard line. And this big number 41 has carried the ball almost exclusively for them on this drive, and perhaps it has been exclusively. He'll pick up a couple of yards here. We're showing these replays of the 2-yard gains, and I'm never quite sure why we do that, but we are. So that was a 2-yard gain twice. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're doing it because we can. We have the technology. You know what? So now I go back to the early years here at TV, or my early years at TV 10, and I think it was in black and white. We didn't have replay. It was like 1965 NFL football. But we got all the toys now, and that's why it's great for the kids. They get to work on the latest equipment. So they're industry ready. They're college ready when they get there. They're industry ready when they get there. So that's why we wind up doing what we're doing here tonight. So much fun squabbling with the director. So there was a last play that I completely ignored, and now the truck, despite me, won't run that 1-yard gain. Will you tell me, was it at least number 41? Okay, there we go. Big 41 for Troy. You know what, actually, I could ask the assistant coaches next to me who he is, but they may have left already. Minute and a half left to go until we all go home. So this is, it comes down to this for Troy. It's 4th and 1. And I don't know if 41 got it or not. That's because Farmington's number 20, Brody Newton, made a great individual play to trip up the ball ball carrier, and indeed he is stopped. Number 24, Farmington, Noonan, right there, got him, dragged him down all by himself. Meanwhile, 21 for Farmington came in. That's Carter O'Driscoll, and nearly created a fumble. Doesn't matter, though. Troy turns it over on downs, and the clock continues to run here. So we are at take a knee time for Farmington, or don't even snap the ball at all time for Farmington. They will snap it to one time. All right, everybody is all bunched up in there. Newton Brown, number 14, is in to take this snap. And he does, and he takes the knee. And the two teams will line up at midfield for handshakes because this football game is over. The Farmington Falcons, with a dominant performance tonight, defeat the Troy Colts by a final score of 42-0. Total dominance in this football game by the Farmington Falcons. They extend their win streak now to 4 games, and they improve to 5-1 on the season. Bloomfield Hills comes calling here at Falcon Field 1 week from tonight. We will have that game for you here on TV 10. A lot of fun working with the crew tonight. A lot of fun being with you. And a great victory by the Farmington Falcons. So we will sign off from Falcon Field. We'll say goodnight, Jeannie, I love you. And we'll tell you we will be back with you in 1 week's time for more exciting high school football here on TV 10. So for the crew, my name is Rich Kincaid. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week.